Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Captain Hunter, Big L PhD. Thank you so much for checking out this particular video. So I was going through some stuff the other day, and I really want to deal with self-esteem issues on this channel. And so I did a video. I did a video about imposter syndrome. Please make sure you check that out. Imposter syndrome being something along the lines of um, you've arrived at a certain place, got a job, rubbing elbows with highfalutin people, all that kind of stuff, right? But on the inside, you really don't think that you're there. You really don't think you deserve to be there, and that somebody in this company that you work at, or somebody in the inner circle that you run in, is going to figure out that you're really a fraud and an imposter, and you don't belong there. Even though you have the degrees, even though you have the qualifications, the licenses, certificates, there's still an inner feeling that you don't belong there. It is estimated that there's 70% of people either struggle with that or have one time in their life struggled with this situation called imposter syndrome. So I wanted to expand upon that and talk about self-esteem. You are not alone when it comes to that. Google the number. I forget. I'll put it up on the page here, but I Googled it. Something like 85% of the people on the planet. One website said the United States, but others said the planet. The planet. 85% of the 8 billion people, 7 or 8 billion people, whatever the number is now, struggle with low self-esteem. And I'm not talking about kids, even though it's probably where it starts from. But think about 80% of the adults, people 18 and up, maybe even 16 and up, right? Who are struggling with self-esteem issues, feel bad about themselves, have low self-esteem, don't feel good about themselves. Take a minute to think about how many people that is who are walking around that you see in grocery stores, or walking around at fairs, walking around at movie theaters. You're sitting next to them in movie theaters. You're sitting next to them on the bus. You're sitting next to them on a train, on an airplane. You're walking around airports. And these people are suffering from the same type of mental blocks that you may be suffering from, and they're dealing with it, right? They see other people with clothes on that they wish that they could have. They see other people driving cars that they wish that they could drive, and living in homes that they wish they could have. And not only the people who are actually living there, but those people even have self-esteem issues as well. Where and why do you think that all these people come up with these different drug addiction problems when they live in really nice neighborhoods? Because they have low self-esteem. I mean, there's vastly other reasons to it, biological reasons, but all this. But a lot of it has to do with self-esteem, how they think about themselves, how they see themselves, right? They can be living in great environments, and they're looking at magazine covers or looking on the internet and developing, these different eating disorders, and all of this stuff that we're all wrestling with, dealing with, struggling with, right? And men have, they may have height issues, and they wish they were taller, and they wish that their things were bigger, right? And women wish that they were skinnier, and how many people are we seeing now with getting Botox injections routinely, and getting plastic surgery and BBLs and stuff? This is all low self-esteem. People who don't feel good about themselves. And that's why I advocated that you have to turn off social media. You have to turn this off and get outside and touch grass, go for a walk, and clear your mind, and really kind of detox from all this type of stuff, right? You're looking at too much corn, and when you watch all this corn, right, you don't think that you measure up physically, and you can't go for hours, and my body's not shaped like them. All this type of stuff that really, it really messes with the mind. It really messes with the mind. 85%, I think that's the number. It may be 87%, but 85% of the people on the planet are suffering from low self-esteem because they're looking at too much other information, because they are comparing themselves to other people. I'm actually thinking about changing my headline, my banner to that, to comparison is the thief of joy, because it is such a problem. It is such a problem. and I want us all to really do what we can, do what it takes in order to defeat these feelings of low self-esteem. So here are my keys to defeating low self-esteem. Number one, you have to turn off, close, eliminate um, social, not only social media, but anything that is causing you to compare yourself to other individuals. That's corn. That's social media. That's regular media, right? These skinny supermodels, all this type of stuff, right? You really have to um, close, eliminate all that type of stuff from your life. And yeah, the other thing is you have to work. You have to recognize who you are. It's no shame to have to go through therapy. One time, and I went to therapy, for some stuff that had happened in my life. And the therapist, sometimes you got to wear these badges, man. You got to wear these scars. And that may seem so crazy to hear, but the therapist was so right. This happened to you. Stop trying to make it unhappen. Stop trying to make it unpopular, make it seem like it didn't. It happened. Look at the scars. Remind yourself of the scars. I told you I had triple bypass. I have this big scar on my chest. I'm not trying to undo that. I've learned from that mistake, and I've changed my diet. I'm about to go outside and exercise. I've learned from it, and so you have to learn from that, man. You can't feel bad about this emotional things or psychological things or physical things that have happened to you along the way. You have to wear that scar and say to yourself, man, never again. I'm going to learn from this mistake. And I think a lot of people just feel bad about that it happened. They feel embarrassed that it happened, and it's causing their confidence levels to really dip. But you cannot feel that way. You have to wear the scars, bear the scars, learn from the scars, recognize you went through it, and do something to change it in the future. So those are really two big things, right? To understand that these things happen to you, you have to wear them, turn off social media, turn off all these other things that are happening to you, and you have to surround yourself with better people. You must surround yourself with better people. You must surround yourself with better people who are on their game. If you're the smartest one of your friends, then you need new friends. If you walk into a room and you're the smartest person in the room, you need to be in another room. If you have to adopt that type of thinking, right? You have to be around people who are thinking positively, who are talking positively, who are on their game, who are motivated, who are dedicated, who are about trying to do certain things, who are pushing forward and who are going forward in life. You have to surround yourself with those types of people. And even if you can't be around them physically, join a group online or something like that to really be around people who are motivated, positive. I'm thinking about setting something like that up for myself to get on the Discord and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of catching up I need to do about this type of stuff, but it's really, really important. It's really important that we get around people, we interact with people who are pushing us, who are motivated, who have achieved things in their lives. I'm so sick of all these social media personalities, YouTube and other places, who don't have any CVs, don't have any credentials. I'm so sick. I wouldn't listen to anybody who's under 40 years. I would, and I'm 51. But if you're 25 years old and you're listening to somebody who's 30 years old because they're telling you about Bitcoin and listen, I wouldn't listen to anybody like that, because that is not a long haul type of thing. These people don't have life experience. They might know something about Bitcoins, they might know something about stock markets and all that, but patterning my life after them is just not something that I would do. I think that you really have to watch the type of people that you let into your mindset. So watch what you're consuming as far as negative influences, even if it's positive influence. Turn off the corn. Um, Surround yourself with positive people. Uh, Understand that the things that have happened to you, they happen to you. So you have to be able to adapt and to develop the mindset, a rigorous perseverance state of being, state of presence, state of mind that says, man, I'm better than this. I can do this. I can do this. I can be here. These things happened to me. Yeah, I had a bad childhood. Yeah, I made a mistake. Yeah, I messed up on my marriage. Yes, I messed up on this job. Yes, I got fired. Yes, I did whatever. But that is not the sum total of my person or my personality. I am much better than what I am. So I hope that I said something that was encouraging to you. If you're looking for a life coach, make sure you hit me up and we can get this going. I am going to get some conversations going and do some other things that are coming up. Put out some books and some lectures and things like that. So make sure you hit me up. Much love and peace, everyone.